Okay, we're gonna do a video. It's been a while since I've done a video, like a week or something. So I should hurry up, and I forgot to upload yet. I mean, not to publish another video on YouTube. So I'm not doing a very good job of this, but I have been uploading videos. I just haven't been publishing videos as per usual. No one's been watching them, so who cares? Anyway, the point is, we're gonna do this set, which is a Lego set. Something different for the channel. This is actually, I've got a pile of things to do, but I'm going to do this one because I got this a few days ago instead of doing ones that I've got ages ago and are more interesting than this one. I'm going to do this. I bought another one today actually. It was the Creator set, another cheap one. So still waiting for things to get reduced to clear to get more big sets, but that's okay. This one doesn't look that exciting, but I have some other ones that are also not very exciting. So I'm sort of like this is like the end of the just getting all the last cheapy Lego sets for the year. And this is one of those ones. But it's got, look at this. It's not a 3+ thing, but it's got a giant piece like this, and this reminds me of the piece that I had when I was a kid, the giant piece for making cars, but it's quite, has changed somewhat. This has more pieces than I thought. That's a printed piece, which is good. My chair is very creaky today. I think I might use the old plastic lid thing, because this table is very messy. Just holding my breath. There's some water on here. I think no, that's just actually like as part of the plastic. Okay, it helps to keep the pieces together, which is handy. Okay, but where does the little booklet go? Well, we can just put this. You don't have to see all the pieces at the same time. You just have to see the booklet. So I need to. That's the way to go. So we're making a person, and the person has legs, and these are their legs. So that's the most exciting thing, of course, is that I've had a cold for the last week. And it's late. I'm yawning, and I think I mentioned the last video that I did that I had in fact felt like I was going to get a cold, and I pretty much did. It was the first proper cold I've had for recent times, so that was nice. And look, they've gone for the fluorescent yellow, or the weird looking yellow pieces, which you can't really tell that that's what color they are because they look like normal yellow on the camera, but they are not fluorescent. They're not fluorescing. They're not like, I couldn't turn the lights off and go whoa. But they are that kind of colour. Like you'd imagine that if you had a fluorescent yellow felt tip pen. No, it wouldn't quite be the same as that. It's just a different yellow. It's a weird yellow. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. It doesn't feel... It has that kind of look that it's not as... it looks a bit cheaper, I think, somehow. Because it looks more watery than other Lego pieces. It's like they forgot to put, like, this is the real yellow. Like, you can see the difference, I think, on the camera. The normal yellow. This is bog. Something just fell over. Bog standard traditional yellow from the old days. In fact, I did get a pick a brick thing yesterday. I forgot to cover up my grievous wound on my finger. I got a pick a brick thing, and they did actually have like standard yellow 2x8 blocks in the pick a brick thing, which I thought was cute. But they do have a red. Look at that. That's kind of standard. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. These colors are irrelevant. But look at this. It's orange. I bet you didn't see that coming looking at the box. And a green. Didn't see that. Can you even see these colors? No, they're hidden. They're deeply hidden away. How nice of them to give us two different colors. It is actually quite interesting, because they're obviously not just going, well, we've got a boatload of green, we just chuck green in here because you're never going to see it. They're like two different colors. They're like So maybe they do not just go, we have excess of this color, we should just, or we make more of those, or it's easier to make more of those. They actually do say, well, because we're making this, they might make something else. They're probably going to need some orange, and they're probably going to need a bit of green. So let's just help these people out. So thanks, Lego. You're doing real well. Where would I be without you? And then richer. That's the word I was looking for. Turning the page. Not that I spend a huge amount of money on Lego. I certainly do not. Unlike some people. Right. I'm like, did I really have to look at the next page to work out what I was supposed to do? Yes, the police goes there. So we've got 2 police things. And we're making 2 of them. So that's straightforward. So I'll get that piece. And I'll get this piece. So there will be a pick-a-brick video coming up soon, and I will also do the remainder of series whatever of the collectible minifigures, and a few extra interesting things that I got. Where did I actually put it? Lost it already. I went and bought a set second hand for 1 minifigure. It was an Ninjago set, so it's probably the most as much as money I've ever spent on a. But there was a fair bit of money to spend on one set, really. Now that I think about it, but it just came to my attention that one of the minifigures looks incredibly like a character from a non-child appropriate movie. And it's like, oh, okay, I must have this minifigure, and I had it, and it is now mine. So I'll explore that in a later video. So this is the first wheel, and that's that wheel. I kind of get the feeling we're going to see the same thing happening at the front there. There's little blue bits. Where do these go? I probably should have put those on beforehand. That one goes there. Well, there's a Lego show on tomorrow in Auckland, put on by Lego enthusiasts of the world of Auckland. Though I won't go because it's on the other side of Auckland, and that's quite a fair distance because Auckland's like spread out. And so I'm just going to go to a book fair instead, which is basically the same as Lego. I've just finished reading I've got to remember the proper name for it, the 3-body book trilogy, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it, to be honest. I can kind of imagine the people who like it are the people who like listening to Jordan Peterson talk a lot. Though it's fine, like, I mean, I'm sorry if anyone's watching this and they're like, oh, I love Jordan Peterson. I'm not going to make any comment about him, though I think I've pretty much given my opinion of him then. But it's a good book. Like, it's fine. It's fun. It's interesting. It's definitely a very, and I had to read it as fast as I could simply because I really wanted to just, I wanted to know all the answers. I wanted to know them now, which I guess is how you make a good book. If you can't, like, because the characters aren't really that, character-y, but you just want to find out. You want to say, I want to know what the answers to all these things are. What happens, and it's good to read. It's finely written, like, I suppose, but it just feels that some things I really want to talk to people about. It's like, this is yeah, but who knows. Now I'll be back to reading the Expanse books. On to book number 2 in that series. My goal is I have to read book number 2 and 3 for this year. And they're all like 600 pages each, which isn't that bad because the 3 body problem books are the same number of pages. So I can read those pretty fast if I have to. What am I doing now? I'm putting these things over the top. I've gone and got confused. Oh no, it just goes like that. Okay, right. And I was a bit worried that the camera might actually cut out because I can't actually remember if I charged it or not because it's been such a... Oh, I forgot. Look, I completely didn't do this. Look, I didn't do any of this. I can't just stop now. I have to continue. I'm just worried. I think tonight I shall get a good night's sleep, but it's hard to tell because it's Guy Fawkes coming up soon, which is always the stupidest time of the year because it is an absolutely ridiculous thing to be celebrating in this country, but people do it and they don't really think about what the celebration is. It's just a reason to set off tiny explosives, and so that's what they do. Somebody set them off in the middle of the day today, and it was like, what is wrong with your brain? Once upon a time, when I was a kid, of course, we had little what we call double happies, which are like little sticks of dynamite. Well, they look like little sticks of dynamite. They're not dynamite, they're gunpowder stuff. But they make lots of bangs, and their primary purpose is a little stick of dynamite that makes a bang. Dynamite-looking explosive stuff, and makes a little explosion. And so you can understand back in the day why people might let those off during the day, because it well, you might as well. But they've been banned in New Zealand for many years. So now you just have like giant explosion ones in the sky, which are all about the lights. And so doing it in the day doesn't seem to make any sense at all to me to be doing that, other than just to be annoying. And now I'm going to do that. And it's one of those things, right, which when you're young, you're always like, old people are always complaining about fireworks going off. I love fireworks, and then you become older, and suddenly you're like, I hate these nights. Whatever your country particular fireworks celebration reason is, you're always like, I don't know. When you're my age, it's like I don't care anymore. I just don't want to go to sleep. Just stop with the fireworks. And I guess because I think more about the animals. So I did go for a run this evening and come across three cats, all which looked very well looked after, but were way too friendly and way too close to the road, and obviously not perplexed by fireworks going off, but they hadn't started quite when I was running. So it's not even Guy Fawkes tonight. Tomorrow is Guy Fawkes. This is the 4th of November. Which reminds me, I have a friend whose birthday is tomorrow, so I must remember to shoot them a message saying how we should probably talk on the internet, like a voicey talk, on whatever is the current voicey talky thing of the moment. Because you always want to say Skype, but who uses Skype anymore? Next page, I don't. Well, I don't. I mean, I don't use anything, but I feel like I should say Skype. I could say WhatsApp because I do have WhatsApp, so that makes most sense. Though I've never made a voice call. I don't even know if you can make a voice call. I just make recordings and send messages. It's like, oh my gosh, how tech illiterate can somebody be? Somebody who's a programmer, who does programming every day and uses, computer software and writes computer software and knows, and has even written a little tiny Android app. It wasn't very hard. It was very straightforward, and I don't know much about apps. So there we go. But that's all right. Okay, so that goes on. Well, I don't know what was that. And then I just do that. Well, I think I've stuffed something up, but that's fine. Now we're going to do these things. That's going in the front. You can still see the giant fiery pit of the motor, and the fiery pit of the back as well. But the green has long. No, you can still see the green on the bottom. Maybe that's going to come into play at some point when you can see it on the bottom. I must hurry this up because what if the camera cuts out? We're so close to finishing, we can't just stop now. But we can go. Whoops! I've lost all the important pieces. Oh, no, I haven't. This bit goes here, held on very precariously, and that goes there. And then we're going to chuck these things. I don't know where these go. There you go. Oh no, they're being held on by that. That's clever. And that one goes there. And now we're going to put these white ones in. So That's good. This is quite an involved little car. Like, you know, it doesn't look amazing. It just looks like another car, but it's a fun little build so far. Except for this piece. There we go. Now we got to chuck in our windows. Gonna get all fancy like with our windows. And that one goes like that, which seems a little bit fine, I suppose. And that one goes like there. But then you can see the orange. Strange. Maybe that's the upholstery that's meant to be there. And then we're going to take this and we're going to chuck these on. Oh, I know what's going in the front and the motor. This is going to be a weird looking police car. Did I even pay attention to this on the front in the box? I don't know. Let's chuck these wheels in as quick as we can. That's 3 of them made, 4 of them made, and it's the most fun we can have without chocolate. And there we go, and done. And so obviously there's a giant red thing in the middle, but they give you one of these. They had a lot of these, I'm sure, at the Pick-a-Brick at some point. That goes there, and we've got. I put the thing on without putting. Oh, fine. And we've got to put this thing here. Shouldn't I be making 2 of these then? All right. When did these things appear? Like, okay, they were just holding that. Well, I don't see why I can't, because they give you enough for a spare. I'm going to put them on both sides. Aren't they supposed to go on both sides? And then those are the spare pieces that you have left over. That makes sense. And it looks like that. Is it really meant to have 2? It's just the one, I think. Yeah, that's a special torch. Flashlight that they have, so they're not meant to have 2, but it looks kind of cooler when they have 2 on the side. They should really make some sort of, like, you know, old school 40s, 50s style, 30s, 40s style police cars or something, or 50s style police cars. I'd put S's on the words of can't even say words. Words are hard. So there's the car. It's a very weird, if you think about it, now that I notice that it's got the hot rod thing at the front. It is a slightly different car. Well, I think kids would like it. It's like fun. It looks better than I thought it would. So that's the and you do get to see that. So they live on. Like, you really, you know, you can still connect with the colours. They're not lost in amongst all the pieces. I put the wheel on back, although I put the wheel on wrong. Oh my gosh. I can't get it off. Uh-oh. These are actually quite hard to get off, aren't they? Ah, there we go. And finished. So there you go. There's the minifigure. Nothing much else to say. Thanks for watching. That was so exciting. I loved it all. I loved every single moment of it. And they're got police on their back. So yeah, look forward to more interesting things at some point in the future. Bye. This was better than I thought. Like, I enjoyed this more than I thought, and it looks kind of cool. Thanks for watching. Bye.